several events that the AKAs have put on.
Yes.
It's always been enjoyable. They put on really good events that mean a difference to the community. So I want to thank you for being here. So how was it for you?
Well, for me, this was just outstanding because one of the things that we want to do is try and erase that glass ceiling.
Yes.
And to honor these women for the work that they have done over time was just a wonderful start on this, and on acknowledging the people, the females in this community who give back and who have professions and who have worked and fought on tirelessly to make things work.
And you came up, did you just came up for the day, or were you able to do some sightseeing?
I came for the day because
I
wanted to be a part of this. There are 9 states and 71 chapters in the Far Western region, and this was one of them. And so I was in Oakland yesterday with their event, and here today with this chapter's event. So it was just a delight to be here.
Well, I'm so glad and honored that you were here. For me, every time I come to an AKA event, it's very powerful, it's very useful, and they're like one organization that's very committed to service.
Well, thank you. Well, that's our mantra, service to all mankind.
Oh, okay, is it? I didn't know that.
Yes,
okay,
it is.
Well, thank you.
And thank you.
Okay. So this is Teresa Cox. I'm so honored to meet you. Won't you tell a little bit about you so they'll get more and more information out there. It's always good.
Well, thank you. Well, one of the things I'm proud about is I serve on the Lowney College Board as one of the trustees for 6 years. I became the first African-American serving in that role. But prior to that, I've worked at the White House, and also I was the first African-American female to graduate with a degree in nuclear engineering in the United States.
Oh, so this is perfect venue for you.
Right.
Break the glass ceiling.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So then now, I've been appointed with President Obama through the Department of Commerce to serve on the Industry Trade Advisory Council representing the fine state of California, fighting for all the small and minority-owned businesses across the state. So we advise the Commerce Secretary directly on policies, trade, and trade agreements. But it's all to help. It's to help improve minorities getting business and getting contracts and, thriving, because they're the job generators of our community.
So what do you think about this event today?
It was absolutely fantastic. We had it was a hard selection of so many wonderful women. And the women came from all areas of industry, and just made me proud. It just made me proud of the diversity of women that we have to represent our community, and we need to keep uplifting women, because the biggest thing is women still, as Reverend Staples, some of them I've known for the years, he's one of these different people, but the issue that is brought up from Reverend Staples is that still women are not paid equal pay, and we got to stand up and rise.
Yes. So just one more question. What are your plans now?
Well, I ran for California State Assembly, and I want to wish Kansan Chu very successful, going on to be our Democratic candidate. I've already supported Kansan, but now I'm looking at, if Kansan's elected, I want to run for a seat. We need to have that. We need to have more minorities and women elected to office.
That would be good. So just remember, this is Teresa Cox. She's running, okay? So cast your vote accordingly.
Thank you.
I want the people in this community to know who powerful women are. And so this is the only way we can do that. So we're committed to doing that for the rest of the year. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So here we have the person responsible for putting this event together. I understand it was your idea, Linda?
Yeah, it was.
It was an awesome idea. So where did that idea come from?
Well, I thought it was time for us to get together and celebrate women and women accomplishments. We have a lot of women in the Valley that have distinguished themselves in their career. And I wanted it to be multicultural, because I think that we're a multicultural society right now.
And especially in this community.
And in this community, it works out really well. And to reach out to people and let them know we appreciate them, and they can learn more about us.
Well, the one thing I was impressed when I walked in the room was just gorgeous.
Oh, thank
you. It was just gorgeous.
Thank you.
So the amount of time to put this together, just the color coordination and everything matched, the colors of the AKAs.
Right.
I was just very impressed. So you had a huge amount of people doing this, right?
Well, actually, no.
No?
It's mostly me working with the caterer and the the beverage caterer, and then the linen coordinator.
Oh,
We
okay.
got together and decided what we wanted the tables to look like, what we wanted the ties to be, the color. Based upon the color, I did the desktop publishing on the program myself.
Well, it was beautiful. You did an
Yeah.
awesome job. That was the beginning of an awesome event.
Well,
you know,
good,
just
good.
walking in here, you knew it was going to be something special.
Right. And
Just
the
because
music-
ambiance. Yeah.
the
And the
music-
prints, of course.
Yeah, it was
The
wonderful.
added feature. You know,
Yeah.
you couldn't go wrong with this. So
Yeah.
it was the kind of event that people really don't want to say goodbye. They
Well,
want to just
they
stick
want to just
around.
stay. Yeah, they want to
So-
stay. It really is, I mean, this venue here in the Rotunda,
Uh-huh.
it's a wonderful venue. And I was here in December, and I thought, you know, this is a great venue for a brunch.
Yeah.
And I pitched the idea to my sorority chapter, and they accepted it, and we started in January.
I know I got my invitation, I think, from Tina in January or February.
Yeah.
I said, boy, they're starting early inviting people.
Because we wanted to make sure people put it on the calendar, save the date, because we thought it was going to be special, so we wanted everybody to be here.
Well, it was absolutely great. You guys
Well, thank
were a
you.
success. And the other thing is this something you're going to do every year?
This is our inaugural. We hope to continue to do this, and we hope that it will continue to be multicultural because we want to let everybody know that we realize that we are a melting pot in this valley.
Yes, yes.
And if one is successful, the other one is. So,
Well, I want to thank you again. I'm
Well, thank
just
you.
happy to be here.
Well, thank you.
And
Thank
all
you for
and the
coming.
work that the AKs do. Because this is the second event I've taken. And so
Uh-huh.
what you guys bring is something useful and that people talking about the health and
Yeah.
honoring people, breaking the glass ceiling.
Right.
Those are of interest to all ages of women. So
That's
I
right.
really enjoy it.
That's
so
right.
thank you.
well, and we were really ecstatic that we got a sponsor for our emerging young leaders table, so that we can bring the young ladies in.
Yeah, the youth has to be there. They have
And
to.
they can see what they can be.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So thanks again.
Thank you.
I look
Thank
forward
you.
to the next one.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Linda Walker Watson. I am the chairman of the Fund Development Committee for the Ivy Rose Community Foundation. We welcome you here this afternoon. On behalf of the Ivy Rose Foundation and the San Jose chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, I'd like to thank you for joining us for our inaugural Distinguished Women's Awards Brunch. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to our head table. Starting to my left, we have Supervisor Cindy Chavez, representing District 2 here in San Jose. Next to her, we have Ms. Kayla Williams, who's representing Georgia Ladoris Cardell. Next to her, we have Ms. Naria Fernandez, the CEO and General Manager of the Valley Transportation Authority. Next to her, we have Mrs. Vicki Wilson from the Santa Clara Valley Medical Center. And next to her, we have Dr. Susan Zoe, who's a staff cardiologist at Valley Medical Center, and her daughter accompanying her, Allison. To my right, we have our president, Paula Warren of the Ivy Rose Community Foundation and the secretary chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Next to her, we have Dr. Barbara Denson Trotter, Paul Wesley Regional Director, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. Next, we have Reverend Dorothy Staples, chaplain from the Veterans Administration in Menlo Park, California. And next to her, we have Linda Stuckey Alexander, the co-chair of this function. And next to her, we have Alpha Kappa, council member, City of San Jose, and the current chair of the Board of Directors for the Valley Transportation Authority. And next to him, we have Angela Warren, who's our Regional Communications Officer and a member of our chapter. And the next person will be our President, Paula Warren, to set the occasion for us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for taking the time out of this beautiful, hot San Jose afternoon to be with us, our Ivy Rose Community Foundation Incorporated and Integral Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, to honor some of the outstanding and trailblazing women in this valley. And I don't know if you know who they are. Some of them are going to be the first presentation for me. But I was excited when my committee chairman said we want to do something to recognize and to honor those who are set apart and set aside, particularly girls like us. We know that there are distinguished men out there, but we want to recognize the women who are making vast changes, positive changes, remarkable changes in our communities. And we want to applaud them, and we wanted to know who they are, and we wanted you to know who they are as well. You know, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, which is my heart and love, like my sorority sisters, we are the first African-American Greek-letter organization founded in this country, at Washington, D.C., at Howard University, way back in 1908. We have over 260,000 members across the globe. And so we are, of course, to be reckoned with. We have several chapters here in the Bay Area, and two in this county that we are very, very proud to be a part of. And so you may not have known who we are and who our foundation is, but we wanted to make sure that you know who we are as well, because we are dedicated to service to all mankind. We are dedicated to making sure that our young people have an opportunity to succeed in life, that our women are not left behind, our girls. We want to make sure that our young men have a voice in this nation and in our public service as well. And so we are very pleased to be here this afternoon to say thank you to some very distinguished and prestigious women. They may not think they are. Some of them are extremely humble. And that's what really sets them apart, is that they are doing what they're passionate about, doing what they are experts in law and in medicine, public service, education, music. We're just excited that we're going to be here to set this blaze and this trail this afternoon. And so on behalf of the foundation and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, we welcome you here this afternoon. We know that you're going to enjoy the food, the fun, the fellowship, because that's what it's all about, bringing us all together as a community. And I want to especially thank a very, very busy, trailblazing, distinguished woman, Dr. Barbara Denson Trotter, for being here with us this afternoon. She hails from Southern California. She leads the far western region of Alpha Kappa Alpha, and we are extremely excited and privileged to have her with us, and she will come to you and bring greetings as well after you hear from Ashkara, who brings greetings from the city of San Jose, our San Jose City Council member from District 2. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for inviting me to officially welcome all of you on behalf of the City of San Jose. President Warren, thank you for your leadership and the great work of the Ivy Rose Community Foundation here in Silicon Valley. And to all the members of the Eta Rho Omega chapter, the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, thank you for your continued positive presence in our valley and in our community. You know, I'm very happy and was very happy when I first heard that you would be hosting the inaugural Distinguished Women of Silicon Valley Awards Brunch here at my second home here in City Hall. I think it's certainly something valuable for all of us to do. For even as someone who's obviously a man, as a community leader, the reality is that none of us, including compassionate, strong men, would be around if it weren't for strong and distinguished women who helped to teach us and helped to raise us and helped to be great role models for us. And I certainly have wonderful role models in leadership in the community, some of whom are being recognized today in this inaugural brunch. I'm very happy that you're taking the time out to recognize women. I will agree with, I'm sure most of you, that men get enough credit as it is, and we should take opportunities when available to certainly recognize the women that are making such a profound impact in our community. And I want to certainly thank and congratulate Dr. Zhao from Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, as well as Vicki Wilson from Santa Clara Valley Medical Center. We know the important work that the medical center provides for the most needy throughout our community, and all of that enter through the doors. So thank you both for your service. Of course, Carla Vanderveer, who most know, was nationally known as a women's basketball coach for Stanford University, the director of the women's basketball program there. And we have an able substitute for Judge Doris Cordell, who's been a friend of mine for a very long time, and I was a lawyer in the public defender's office and appeared before her, and has been a mentor and role model for me, even now as an independent police officer here in the city of San Jose. And speaking of the public defender's office, my dear friend Judge Shalina Brown, who I worked with her for many years in the public defender's office, and so proud to have her now sitting on the bench as a fantastic judge. And finally, I want to recognize Nuria Fernandez. I'm currently the chair of BTA. Was very honored to be part of the process to bring her here as our new fantastic general manager of the Valley Transportation Authority. We're so lucky to have her. And my dear, dear friend, Supervisor Cindy Chavez, who is truly a model and service for everyone that works in elected office in this valley. I'm so thankful for all of you for recognizing these amazing, distinguished women. Thank you so much for bringing this event here to City Hall. I've been in this rotunda hundreds, if not thousands of times, and I can honestly say I've rarely seen it as good as it looks right now with all of you and with the beautiful, beautiful arrangements we have in this building. It looks fantastic. The music is going to sound fantastic. The food's going to be delicious, and we get a chance to honor some amazing people. So thank you all.
Good afternoon to all assembled here. It is my distinct pleasure to bring greetings to you, to Eta Rho Omega members, and to all here, their guests, the honorees, and all of these guests. You know, Eta Rho Omega has already distinguished themselves and has a stellar record of service to the community. And this is one aspect of that service. Here in the San Jose community, you must know that Eta Rho Omega has been found guilty of mentoring and supporting and promoting young women and girls. And that's a part of the program of Alpha Kappa Alpha. That's what we do. We always bring one. We always help someone else. And the mantra of our organization is service to all mankind. So, Eta Rho Omega, thank you for that service. The other thing that Eta Rho does is, by the programs that they have here in the community, they raise the consciousness level about issues that are important in this community, that are important to all of us. And one such issue is the elevation of women and girls. So it's really important that they have a vision today to put together a program where we acknowledge women for their leadership and for their service. So congratulations to you on having that vision. And I applaud each of the honorees for the service that you give and for your leadership prowess. Your pursuit of excellence. Your pursuit of excellence. That's what leaders do. They pursue excellence. And you have done it in your various careers and professions. And as I reflected on leadership, I thought, you know, what are some of the attributes of a leader? Well, you have vision. You have resilience. You have commitment, and you have humility. Without vision, you couldn't be leaders, because it's hard to imagine what you cannot see. So for you to have the achievements that you have made, you had to have seen something. So if you can conceive it, you can achieve it. And so you're the example of that for all of the young ladies who are here in this audience today, for the young men too, as far as that matters. But you are true visionaries. Leaders understand, and they understand how to change vision to an action plan. And that's what you've done. That's why you're successful. You have an action plan. And in doing so, you've been resilient. You don't let anything stop you. And if a challenge comes up, you just see it as a roadblock, and you just move it out of the way and keep on going. You just bust right on through. You don't let anyone create a glass ceiling for you. And you have commitment. Leaders are committed to their mission, and they have always envisioned the outcome. So they know what they're expecting to see. And nothing stops them. And most of all, you have commitment. And that's important. You don't mind getting help. If you see you can't make it by yourself, you get help. And that's another message to our young people today. You do that. And so, our leaders, you must be relentless in your pursuit of excellence, and that is what you have done. So in your pursuit of excellence, we appreciate you, we applaud you, and we applaud Ada Rho Omega for recognizing you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Prince Black Magic Damons, and I am here at City Hall Rotunda, and I'm here to help celebrate with the distinguished women of the Silicon Valley. And I'm here with the band. This is Wesley, this is Clay, this is Sarah, and this is Mike. And hopefully we'll help out with making this evening more enjoyable. We're going to be playing a variety of styles of music, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of gospel, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And we're just glad to be here.